The full moon on Thanksgiving Day falls in curiosity-seeking Gemini. We're likely to be so light on our feet and flexible in our thinking that there's only a thin line tethering us to the earth plane. In the heart of gratitude is the archetype of joyous and generous-spirited Jupiter. And Jupiter is the archetypal ruler of the Thanksgiving Cornucopia that this year is filled with new possibilities. Jupiter, having moved into his home sign of Sagittarius earlier this month on November 8th, he is raising our hopes by inspiring us with renewed optimism and a grateful heart. Welcome, I'm Judith Royal, archetypal astrologer, and this is your astrological weather report for the week of November 19th through the 25th, 2018. This Gemini full moon will be exactly opposing the Sagittarius sun on the evening of November 22nd. Now that's fire and air combining, creating a combustion of creativity. Gemini and Sagittarius together are also the very definition of a collective think tank. So we will be and should be thinking outside the box or without a box at all, because old solutions have failed us and we are really getting to see that now. And it's time to surrender. But what can we surrender? We can easily, under these influences in the heavens, let go of judgment, because neither Gemini nor Sagittarius are at all interested in that. So we can find ourselves now in new dimensions of consciousness. And so I call on myself and you to stop hiding what we know to be true. And that is that what we can see with our own limited perception, with the body's eyes, is not only not all there is, it is actually deceiving us and throwing a fog over the truth. So the earthly manifestation of curious Gemini is an emotional roller coaster. Gemini is like hands in the air screaming on the downhill. And the concrete manifestation of Sagittarius adventurer is pole vaulting. So when I put those two things together in my mind, I know that from Thanksgiving evening through to all day Friday and Saturday, we're going to be riding that emotional roller coaster and pole vaulting over obstacles, meaning those limitations and restrictions self-imposed that we see outpicturing in the world around us. So we're bound to land in unexpected territory now. It's very thrilling, exciting, and, get this one, absolutely unpredictable. So the archetypal overseer for all of this, that is the overarching energy, is a retrograde Uranus, the god of lightning, who backed into the sign of fiery Aries on November 7th. So you can add to your rebellious spirit, add that in the mix with the Sagittarius adventurer and the Gemini multitasker. And you've got a combination that is going to take us to places that we've never been before in our collective consciousness. So, this week we begin on the 19th of November with the moon in fiery Aries. Now, Monday is not a good day for shopping because we're going to have way too much happening because Mars is going to square Jupiter on Monday. There'll be lots of messages and a lot to digest, and some of it bubbling up from our collective unconscious, that is, some of those dark regions of denial, Then on Tuesday, the 20th, the moon will come to Earth in Taurus, Taurus being the Rock of Gibraltar, and the money manager who values money not for greed but for security. And that's going to be a fun day full of surprises. And so that business of expecting the unexpected, you can definitely expect that on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, the 21st, the moon is still in Taurus, and we get a lovely grounding exercise in terms of organizing things, really getting things in priority in our lives. So great day for planning. And then that leads us into that Thanksgiving Day that I've already told you a lot about. And just so you get the point, that that very day, the sun moves into Sagittarius. That very day, also, the moon moves into Gemini. That's why we have this brand new beginning, because this full moon is at 0 degrees of both signs. And there will be an easy unveiling of the truth on Thursday, and lots to talk about around the Thanksgiving table. So let's not waste it on trivial chit-chat. So Friday, the moon is still in Gemini, Friday and Saturday. And Friday, they call it Black Friday, which is kind of odd, but anyway, we have an opposition with Jupiter, so there is going to be muchiness on that day. And our feelings are not very clear. Our emotions have a little fog that has rolled in over them. Then Saturday, the 24th, late in the day, the moon will move into Cancer, but is still in Gemini for most of Saturday, making this beautiful harmony with the goddess of love, Venus. So this is a very loving day. It's a very spiritual day, because Neptune, the visionary planet, has been retrograde for a very long time. It's a very slow-moving planet. And on the 24th, Neptune turns direct. And so things that have been dreams, something you've been dreaming of, now can be brought into, well, sort of the real world, meaning your dreams can come true. What could be better? And then Sunday, the moon is in Cancer all day, so it is the perfect day, of course, for being at home, for being with family. And this day is then particularly loaded with good fortune, because this is the one day of the year that the sun pairs up with Jupiter. And so it happens to be November 25th this year. So that is a lucky day, and you feel lucky. This is not like fate or woo-woo. It's just that we feel so much more hope, and we feel so much more optimistic about life and about what we can do to contribute to a better life for everyone on the planet. How fair and fitting that this week, every single one of the 12 zodiac signs has their own 2 days of heightened intuition and blessed awareness in your consciousness. So that means that the Aries fire moon that we started the week with blesses all of you, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And Sagittarius, remember, you've got the blessings of all time now that Jupiter is in your sign for 1 year. Just don't take it too far, because Sagittarius can also aim, that archer a person can aim at rainbows rather than at a real target. And then for those of you in earth signs, Tuesday and Wednesday are your days of heightened intuition and just feeling good for Taurus and Virgo and Capricorn. Then air signs, you're continuing to get more and more relief. So that would be Thursday evening, Friday, and Saturday for all of you who have Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius in your moon sign or your sun sign. And then we don't even forget the water signs because the water comes in Saturday evening and into Sunday in the Cancer moon. So those of you with sun or moon signs in Cancer or in Scorpio or Pisces, you're in your element. I'm certain that on all of our plates is the opportunity for letting the past go and for dreaming a happy dream. Now, we let the past go, of course, because really, how can you hold on to something that's already gone? And a little optimism will help us actualize that now. And also that together, when we look at what we can accomplish as like-minded souls, it's just so inspiring. And it's as if the glorious radiance of light that we create together, it just melts guilt away. And guilt gone it's also then just transformed into kindness. So paying it forward in kindness is a wonderful way to celebrate this week. And let me give you a little bit on the road ahead, because I am really feeling we are smack dab in the age of Aquarius, and that old song phrase, when Jupiter aligns with Mars, there will be peace on the planet. Well, that isn't this week, but that is going to happen on January 25th, 2019, a wonderful kickoff to the next year. And in the meantime, Mars is going to align with Neptune, visionary Neptune, on December the 7th at that famous 13 degrees I keep talking about. And what is this except actualizing your dreams? You're putting feet on the ground, head in the heavens. And for all you artists and lovers out there, Venus, the goddess of love, aligns in perfect harmony with Neptune herself, yes, at that same 13 degrees, on December 21st, the day of the winter solstice. So put a big star by that day, which is the day the sun goes into Capricorn, and the same day that Messenger Mercury is going to meet up with joyous Jupiter. Now that is enough positive thinking to launch your wildest dreams. It's literally a new horizon as we are ending 2018. And as long as our goal is freedom, and as long as we're up for a new adventure, there's really nothing that can stop us. Thanks for listening. And I want to say that all of you are on my gratitude list this week. And if you'd like to take a deeper dive into your own astrology, you can always get hold of me at judith@judithroyal.com. Just shoot me an email. So all the best to all of you, and bye for now.